Hey you guys, it's Misty. Welcome back to my channel. So today I kind of have a random fragrance video. I've had so many fragrances I wanted to try. So for the very first time, I ordered from Scentsplit, which is somewhere you can order full-size bottles, but they do all kinds of different samples, and they can do like small samples, medium, like kind of like travel size samples, and then like I said, full bottle. And so there's just been fragrances I've been really wanting to try, so I decided to try them. And I think I explained that to you guys, like no more just like blind buying for the most part. I'm definitely going to be sampling fragrances, but I did buy a fragrance and I'm absolutely in love with it. So I will share that at the end. Like I said, this is kind of random. This is a random video. And I actually have 2 dupe fragrances of the real fragrances that I sampled this time. So let's just start out with those. So the very first one that I have been just like, I can't get it out of my mind, so I wanted to sample it, is the Bianco Latte. Like everybody and their mother talks about Bianco Latte. Now, I don't have the scent notes in front of me, so I'm just gonna like tell you what it smells like to me. But fun fact, you guys, I am just getting over this crazy sickness. I got sick in December, I got better, and then I got really sick again in January. And the day these were delivered, I couldn't smell anything. I had like no smell, no taste. Miserable week, you guys. Like scent is everything to me. I love like getting my baths every night, doing my lotion, doing my whole routine. Couldn't smell anything. So like these were sitting around just like torturing me because I just couldn't, it was awful. So finally everything is like back to normal. I'm still coughing and like getting better, but like I can at least smell now. Anyways, Bianco Latte. So about a year ago, I purchased the Eclair version from Lattafa. This is the dupe version. And honestly, this smells really, really good. This is one of those fragrances that's kind of like a peekaboo fragrance, because the weird thing is sometimes like when I first will spray it, I don't really smell anything, and then it like comes around. But it's so funny because when I first got it, that exact thing happened. And then my daughter tried it, and a little bit later, like she comes walking out and I'm like, what are you wearing? You smell so amazing. Forgetting that she had just tried this. And she's like, it's the fragrance that you just got. This smells so good. And like I said, it's kind of peekaboo. It's not like super strong, but it's there. And it's like, I don't know. This smells warm and creamy. Definitely lactonic. Maybe a little bit like caramel. But like I just knew for sure that I was going to be blown away by Bianco Latte because everybody says obviously it's the real thing. It's even better than the Lattafa. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I don't like it as good as the Lattafa. There is something, like, it doesn't come across as sweet. It's definitely like this more of like incense kind of scent from the Bianco Latte. I smell a little bit of sweetness, but there's this like earthiness, kind of like a resinousness that I don't get from the Lattafa. This is just like sweet and like creamy, warm. I don't get that from Bianco Latte. I'm so surprised because I just knew that the way everybody talks about Bianco Latte, I just knew this was going to be like the best scent ever. And it's not. Like, honestly, like I'm so glad. This is like the $30 version from Amazon. So definitely sample it. It is not a safe blind buy. Even if you have this, because like I said, and people hate these bottles from Lattafa. They don't bother me. I mean, this is not the best bottle, and I felt like I actually got this from the TikTok shop, I believe, but they do sell, I think, it on Amazon. But yeah, this version is so much better. And it's actually really long lasting. So Lattafa all the way when it comes to that scent. Now, another fragrance is that I had been hearing so much about is called Blanche Bette. I think that's how you say it. This is described as a very magical, lactonic, creamy, you know, light, airy kind of fragrance. And honestly, this smells really good. The more I smell it, it's one that when I first smelled it, it was really like polarizing, but like the more and more I try it, I do like it. Now, before I got this sample, I actually got this, which is the dupe of it. This is another Lattafa fragrance, and this is called Her Confession. I got this off of Amazon. Again, it was like 20 or 30 bucks. Blanche Bette, I think, is like a $200 fragrance, which is why it's not a safe blind buy, and it's best to get the little samples. Yeah, they smell virtually identical. I mean, seriously. Like, these are identical. And I've heard so many people say that, and it's really like, there may be somebody else that would smell these two and think they don't smell alike, but like scent is so subjective. So I do know a lot of people that say it's a dupe, and it really is. I mean, they smell identical. Identical. So this is definitely not something worth, in my opinion, kind of like the Bianco Latte. It's not worth spending that money when you have a fragrance. These fragrances are literally like so affordable, so long lasting. Yeah, the bottles may not be like, they may be kind of gaudy, but whatever. Like, I don't care about that. So I definitely won't be purchasing like the real thing of those, but they do smell good. I mean, Bianco Latte is not my favorite. I actually, like I said, prefer this, but this is really good. So yeah, I'm glad that this is not something I would have just purchased anyways. Like, these are way too expensive. I wouldn't have just blind bought these, but it's so good to be able to sample them first. But honestly, like, sample them if you are like me and you just can't get them out of your head. But honestly, these are identical, if not better. All right, the next one that I got from the Scentsplit is called Happy Dust from Narcotica. And I really do like this. This is a good one. The only thing is, this is kind of not very strong. It's a little bit light and airier. This is kind of vanilla, not gourmand, but to me this comes across as just a very light and airy vanilla. But it's so light. And you can see how much I've used. I have used so much of this, and honestly, it's so disappointing because I love this scent, but it's not strong enough for me. Like, I need strongness, I need projection. And as good as this smells, and it does smell really good, it's just not enough for me. So that was kind of a bummer. I like it, but it's not strong enough. And then another one from the brand Narcotica is just Narcotica. And this has kind of grown on me as well. This is different. This is definitely like a woody, animalic, I would say. Kind of like a clean girl scent, but like there's no, it's not clean as in like, it's not citrusy or fruity. I mean, it's truly like this very simple, woody kind of scent. And I looked up the notes for this, you guys, because I was going to try to be better and talk about the notes, but oh my gosh, there is like so many notes in this. I even saw like cannabis or something, patchouli, like so many notes. This this is really good. I think this is definitely one that like I would see falling more in love with. I'm not a fresh scent kind of girl. But this is definitely a scent. I'm sorry guys. I know I'm struggling with my voice. You know how you have that itchiness in your throat that causes you to like, yeah, that's what I have. So if I sound weird and if my voice keeps doing something weird, I'm fighting for my life not to like cough up a lung, but I am getting better. So sorry about that. But this is definitely one that would like grow on me. And I love that it's not like citrusy. It's just kind of more of like a straightforward kind of woody, clean scent. And I'm not usually into big woody scents, but I actually really like this. So that's a good one. You know, that's like a possibility one day, maybe. I think it would be great for like spring and summer. And then the last one that I got from Scentsplit, I keep wanting to say Scentsplit, is Escapade Gourmand. And this is a very popular fragrance. This is what people say is like creme brulee, like the topping of like the burnt sugar part of a creme brulee. This smells really, really good. I do like this one. Again, it's very light and airy. And it is gourmand, but it's not a sickening sweet gourmand. It's definitely more of like a cleaner gourmand. I do smell a little bit of the burnt sugar, but I was kind of like worried about that because I'm not the biggest, like, I don't know, when I think of like burnt sugar, it doesn't really appeal to me. But this is so nice. This is very pleasant, very light, very airy. It's definitely a good one. I'll have to play around with this a little bit more. I haven't had a chance to wear all of these because again, I haven't really been going too many places, but I think this one and Narcotica was probably my favorites. I do like Happy Dust. Again, it's just way too light, but I think Escapade Gourmand and Narcotica were probably my favorites from that, from the Scentsplit. I do really like those. And then the next travel or sample fragrance I got, this month's Scentbird, I chose the Maker, and the fragrance is called Dream. And this is another vanilla. Give me all the vanillas. I love vanilla. This vanilla, again, this isn't like a super sickening sweet gourmand. It's another kind of really light and airy. I mean, these scents are so similar. I think it's just like the thing now. These are like very trendy, kind of trending scents. But like, this is really good. And this one is another one that's growing on me. When I first sprayed it, it was right before I got sick. And I don't know, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know what I think about this. Because there's a cinnamon note, but like, I love it. Like the more and more I smell it and the dry down, this is really good. But it's like a vanilla scent. It's not super creamy, not super sweet. Again, it's kind of like a clean smelling vanilla with like a little bit of cinnamon. It's really, really good. I really like this. This has definitely grown on me a lot more, you guys. They sell those at Sephora. I know that my Sephora though, they're online only. Like I don't see where you can like go in store and get them. But I do know they have like a discovery set. So if you're interested in trying them out, that would be a good way to try out the Maker, because apparently they're like an up and coming like fragrance brand. A lot of people really like them. All right. And then the last like sample or like travel spray I got, if you will, I've been wanting to try this for so long. And this is the K. Ali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. And I love this. This is so good. And the more and more, like this is another one that like, I love it the more and more I smell it. Like every time I go to smell it or spray it, I absolutely love it. This is kind of along the lines of like Rose's Vanille or Rose Gourmand from Zara. It's a very jammy kind of rose, but what makes this so good is the pepper. I'm a huge pepper lover. I love pepper in my fragrance. I love the spiciness. And this adds that in the very beginning. And then it has that like little bit of jammy rose kind of scent. It is so good. And this is actually so good layered with vanilla 28. Well, you can layer anything with vanilla 28, but particularly, you know, the Kayali scents are really made to layer. This is so good. Definitely want a full bottle of this. I know you can't get this on Sephora anymore. You have to go through Kayali. But yeah, this is definitely my kind of scent. I absolutely love it. It is so good. I don't know why they don't sell the big bottle at Sephora anymore. I don't know. I don't know if maybe it didn't do great at Sephora, but you can still get it on Kayali and it is so good. And then finally, you guys, I have been curious about this scent for so long and I just pulled the plug and decided to try it. You can get it on FragranceNet, and they actually had the gift set where it is the large bottle with the travel spray, and it was cheaper than like the bottle, like if you just ordered the bottle by itself. I love when that happens. It's like you get the travel spray for free. But this is the original Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Now, I've had the Very Good Girl. This was my first one. I've had this one for a couple of years. This one is more of like, it's got the lychee in it. It's a little bit like juicier, fruitier. It's more tart. Apparently the same perfumer that created Delina also created this. And so when I originally got this, it was kind of like I wanted Delina, and I was buying everything that like was a Delina dupe or whatever, if you will, because I just wanted that scent profile so bad. And once I got Delina, I realized they're kind of similar, but they're beautiful in their own way. To me, they're not dupes, and I can appreciate them in their own way. Yeah, this is a lot brighter, juicier, definitely it's like a tangier kind of scent. So the original Good Girl is very good. It's sweet. It's warm. It's so good. But it's got like all kinds of like fruits in it too, I believe. But then it's got I think it's cacao. It may have some patchouli, vanilla. This is so good. And I tried the dossier version of this like a year ago, and I hated the dossier version. So I just kind of assumed that I would hate the original. So I never really tried it, but I would spray it every now and then when I'd go to Sephora. I don't know. It just never like caught my attention, but I love this scent. It is so good. And honestly, so many people describe this as like a clubbing scent or just going out or night on the town kind of scent. I don't agree with that. I think this is a very elegant, classy, sophisticated fragrance. This does not smell like a little girl. This smells like a grown woman. And maybe that's why. Maybe a lot of people associate like a grown scent smell with like being able to go out and party or whatever. But this doesn't smell like a party fragrance to me. This smells, like I said, elegant, beautiful, refined. It's warm. It feels, I don't know. It makes you feel pretty when you wear it. I love this. I cannot believe it's taken me so long to try this because it is such a good scent. I love this. So I'm so glad I ended up getting the little gift set because I have like the travel spray in my purse. Yeah, definitely. This is like my new favorite. You guys, I love this. It's so good. Now I see why so many people have talked about this fragrance for so long because it is that good. But anyways, you guys, all right, so there is my little random fragrance video. Again, I just been wanting to try so many fragrances, and I got my Scentsplit in, I got the Kayali, and then I wanted to share my new heel with you guys because I love this. This is definitely like a new top in my new top 5. Like, it's so good. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry again for my voice and for struggling a little bit, coughing. Hopefully I'm still I'm on the mend. But I miss talking to you guys, and if you have any suggestions about videos, let me know, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.